Day after day, new revelations were made, and things are getting clear like a crystal. The case of Gerry the Monk Hutch shows new cards at every stage. On the other hand, Daniel Kinahan is also using their trump cards for the win, but no one knows who will succeed. Nevertheless, recently many things have been realized, which must be important for understanding the battle's main key. Inside this video, we are analyzing the situation for a better understanding. Gerry the Monk Hutch walked out of court after being acquitted of the murder of David Byrne. Hutch was declared not guilty of murdering David Byrne by the Special Criminal Court in Dublin on Monday. Miss Justice Tara Burns read the court's lengthy decision in the case against Hutch, who denied murdering the Kinahan cartel associate on February 5, 2016, during a boxing weigh-in at the Regency Hotel. On February 5, 2016, at 2:33 p.m., Byrne was shot dead in the lobby of the Regency Hotel in North Dublin during a boxing weigh-in. The non-jury special criminal court trial was completed in January after 52 days, 13 weeks, hours of CCTV footage, 10 hours of tapes, many witnesses, maps, and Jonathan Dowdall's dramatic cross-examination. The decision was made at an 11 a.m. hearing on Monday. Hutch, of the paddocks of Clontarf, Dublin, was dressed in a white shirt and suit jacket, with long hair and a long gray beard. He was spotted listening to the proceedings using a hearing aid headset. Miss Justice Burns, sitting alongside Judges Sarah Berkeley and Grain Malone, read out the judgment to Burns' family members in court. Hutch was imprisoned on remand in Dublin's Wheatfield prison after being extradited from Spain in September 2021. He walked free after being acquitted of Byrne's murder. Where is Gerry the Monk Hutch after being free? According to reliable sources, Gerry the Monk Hutch is right now living at his relative's home. He was seen several times in Dublin's inner city. He is believed to reside in his relative's home in Dublin's inner city. It is the safest place for Hutch at this time after being freed from the court in the matter of David Byrne's murder charge. Now let's talk about the plan of Daniel Kinahan. Cartel chief Daniel Kinahan is thought to have arranged for firearms to be shipped to the Canary Islands in preparation for the botched hit on Gerry the Monk Hutch in Lanzarote. The Irish Independent can learn that senior cartel allies, including Daniel Kinahan, were suspected of plotting Hutch's murder more than a month before the 2016 Regency Hotel massacre. It comes as the monk has been spotted at a relative's inner city house, where he is said to have been residing since being cleared of murder on Monday. Later, it was said that on Monday and Tuesday there was a policing plan in place with a considerable Garda presence. Trial of murder strategy. The Regency incident in 2016, which killed Kinahan associate David Byrne, occurred slightly over a month after the monk survived an assassination attempt in Spain. On New Year's Eve, two shooters attempted to shoot him in a Lanzarote pub. Several senior cartel accomplices, including Kinahan, have been identified as suspects in the plot, with Garda believing he coordinated for the firearms to be transferred to the Canaries. This is thought to have been accomplished through a key member of the cartel's network stationed in Spain, who later supplied the handguns to the Dublin assassination crew dispatched to Lanzarote. Sean McGovern, a gang member who Garda seeks to charge with feud murder, is also suspected of arranging meetings between the weaponry supplier and the shooters. The murder attempt was thwarted when the monk noticed the gunman and fled the pub. However, a little over a month later, a five-man gang stormed the Regency Hotel in Dublin and murdered David Byrne. McGovern was hurt during the attack. Meanwhile, it has been revealed that Hutch's plea to leave court by a side entry on Monday was denied, forcing him to go out the front door into a media throng. Later that day, the monk was spotted at a relative's inner-city residence where he is said to have been staying since his release. The cops and investigation. On Monday evening, Garda put in place a policing plan covering the larger region, which remained in place yesterday with a considerable Garda presence. There were no reported incidents. The DPP's office has so far refused to comment on the state's failed prosecution of Hutch. Its case was supported by audio surveillance and testimony from convicted felon Jonathan Dowdall. The non-jury court determined that the Hutch family carried out the attack and that Hutch had custody of the guns, but that he was not one of the gunmen. Hutch, 60, left the special criminal court shortly before 4 p.m. on Monday. As he went, he refused to answer any questions. His legal team then flagged down a taxi, whisking him out of the courtroom. Following his acquittal, some have questioned why he was charged with murder. Miss Justice Tara Burns had grave reservations regarding crucial witness Dowdall's credibility. He He was charged with murder at first, but consented to testify for the prosecution just before the trial began and pled guilty to a lesser charge of assisting the murder gang. The non-jury court determined that the surveillance tape used by the prosecution did not reveal confessions indicating Hutch was one of the hotel gunmen clothed in a bogus Garda outfit. Miss Justice Burns wondered what the prosecution's case was before Dowdall turned state's testimony. Again, Daniel Kinahan tries to kill Gerry the monk Hutch. Daniel Kinahan paid dangerous enforcer Gerard Mackin a down payment of €100,000 for Gerard the monk Hutch's life, promising him 10 times that amount if the hit was carried out. The West Belfast thug was flown to Dubai and given the advance payment as an inducement to assassinate the veteran criminal and patriarch of the Hutch organized crime group. Ginger-haired Mackin recently told a judge that he has made wrong decisions in the past and hopes to rebuild his life with his family in Spain after pleading guilty to money laundering. In order to gain mercy, the Special Criminal Court was also informed that he had a new baby with his long-term partner and had obtained work in a Spanish construction firm. The infamous Hard Man is currently locked up with members of the Kinahan cartel in Port Louise prison, awaiting sentence. It is known to be one of several terrorists, hitmen, and enforcers who got an advance to assassinate the monk. While he was anticipated to flee the nation, sources close to the monk say he feels safest in his hometown of Dublin, where he has the eyes and ears of family, friends, and the community to protect him from the beleaguered Kinahan crime group. In short, the Regency incident in 2016, which killed Kinahan associate David Byrne, occurred a month after the monk survived an assassination attempt in Spain. Sean McGovern, a gang member, is suspected of arranging meetings between the weaponry supplier and the shooters. Hutch's plan to leave court was denied, forcing him to go out the front door into a media throng. The monk was spotted at a relative's inner-city residence on Monday, and Garda put in place a policing plan. The state's failed prosecution of Hutch was supported by audio surveillance and testimony from Jonathan Dowdall. Still, the non-jury court determined that the attack was carried out by the Hutch family and that Hutch had custody of the guns, but not one of the gunmen. What do you think about the entire scenario? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Like this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. We'll see you soon.